Good morning and welcome to week 4 of public speaking. This week you're going to be creating your first formal speech, although this one's pretty much a story. I want you to do a narrative. A narrative is talking about yourself. So let's do the chapter overview. The chapters this week are chapters 10 and 11, so language and delivery. Important concepts to consider when you are creating a presentation or when you're just speaking in regular life. Language can be powerful, such as strong and commanding, or it can be, not powerful. And so a lot of it, obviously, you see the nonverbal that I'm doing that goes with it. So in this unit, we are talking about what language is and does, what's appropriate language to use, and some techniques for effective delivery. One technique for effective delivery, just showed you. If you have glasses, tip them just a little bit. It helps keep the glare of the screen off your glasses. Let's start out by looking at the narrative speech guideline. They'll pop up here in just a second. There we go. And if you're a read-write learner in the BARC assessment, you'll really like this. It's written so that it's for you to read, but I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. You're basically telling a story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can construct it from your own experience, but you may want to exaggerate. I've even had people out and out lie. One funny one was the girl talked about going to Walt Disney World with her boyfriend, and he had children from a former relationship, and she did too. And at midnight, he gets down on one knee with all the kids around, and he says, "Will you make me the happiest man on earth?" And it was just a beautiful story, and we're all going, "Wow, that's amazing." And as she went to sit down, something struck my eye, and I said, "Wait a minute, is that a true story?" And she said, "Oh, God, no, he'd never do anything like that." So you can completely exaggerate as long as you have a clear beginning, a middle, and an end that makes a point. Now, you may also want to tell something that is true. Another girl got up here and she was young and bounced stuff, and I thought, wow, to be like her. And she hops up and she says, "I'm here to tell you how when I was 5 and my sister was 4, we were taken from our parents' custody because they were drug addicts, and how my grandmother saved my life, and I want to become a nurse now because of her." Wow, that one was a real story, and it just goes to show that we really don't know things in people's lives a lot of times. It was beautiful. By the end of it, we were all crying. So think about a story, a powerful story that you can have a beginning, middle, and an end and make a point. And this is more info. And then this is how to get a 100% of the points. It's worth 40. So to get the full points, present a speech within the time limit. We'll talk more about that in a second. Turning in your outline on the due date, utilize characteristics of an effective speaking voice and rate, and then serve as an attentive audience for other speakers, and I'll tell you about how to do that in an online class. So there's the narrative speech outline. Let's see if that will open up for me a little bit faster. Here we go. Great. And I want you to pay close attention. This is an outline. This is not writing out sentences. If you read me your speech, your voice is going to sound like this. But if I have it this way, where it says, "I was tired and I was having blood pressure problems. I wanted to give up, but I decided no, I couldn't give up. So what I decided to do was I went to a doctor." So you see the difference in, and if I'd written it out, "I was feeling very tired and I was having blood pressure problems and I wanted to give up." See how my voice gets monotone, or it goes up and down. Again, I told you how I was tired and now I want it just affects everything. So you need bullet points. Full sentence outlines do result in a 0. Now let me see if I can get back to the other screen. We'll just go this way and hop over. And then we'll talk a little bit more about the assignment. There we go. You definitely want to watch How to Record a Great Speech. This has some amazing tips, a lot of animation so you can see it clearly that way. There, it's back. Okay. And then requirements and creating your YouTube channel. And then you can scroll down here to see the narrative speech and outline assignment. There it is. Because of COVID, I have taken the requirement of standing off, but if you do get 3 adult humans, not dogs, not cats, not fish, humans, to watch your speech, you get up to 6 points extra credit, 2 for each person. You must stand for your speech unless you have a documented disability that says you're unable to do that. Speaking from notes, again, reading to us results in a grade of 0. Then you must comment on one other person's video. That's how you're showing that you're an attentive audience member, but you only have to do it for one person. You can do more. Stay calm, keep it simple. We talked about systematic desensitization. We're doing baby steps. We're slowly building up to the formal speech. That we use systematic desensitization throughout this whole course. It's exposure to the desired but feared behavior, but tiny little bits until you get stronger and more confident about it. So there's the rest of the information there about that assignment. And you do post your outline there and your link. If you have any questions, you can certainly email clward01@go.mcdowelltech.edu, or you may text 828-237-1456. And I hope you all have a wonderful week.